Welcome back, YouTube. Sensei Domino here. This is part 4 of my most recent COMC order. This is the vintage cards that I picked up. And also, there were a couple cards that I picked up off of eBay over the last week that have arrived, and I'm super excited to show as well. I'll show those at the end. But I will start off with this real nice 1957 Topps Leo Nomolini, Hall of Famer. This card has a little bit of a corner ding right here and a little bit of a corner ding right there that you can see a little bit better on the back. But otherwise, I thought this was a super clean card, and I like this 57 Topps set, so decided to pick it up, add it to the collection. Next, we have a real nice 1971 Topps Al Kaline. These 1971 Topps cards are really hard to find without a whole bunch of chipping along these black borders, but I thought this one was, for the most part, in super good shape. So, despite the centering, I decided to pick it up. Al Kaline's a Hall of Famer. It's got a little bit of a ding right here, minimal ding. I had this card as a kid as well. It was in bad shape, had creases, corners were beat up, and super happy to add a card in this sort of condition to the collection, despite the centering issues. I'm certainly okay with it. It's real hard to find cards like this in this condition. Next, I was super shocked at how little this Jack Morris rookie card goes for. 1978 Topps. I mean, this guy was, a really good pitcher, and I know it took a while for him to get to the Hall of Fame, and some might think that he doesn't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. He's in the Hall of Very Good, but this guy was lights out in the postseason, and I'm just shocked at how little this card goes for. I mean, maybe it's because it's almost 1980s, it's late 70s, and maybe it suffers because of that, but otherwise, I don't know. I don't understand why it's so cheap, but certainly happy to pick it up. It's got a little bit of a centering issue, but I thought the corners were pretty good, so wanted to pick it up. This last card I'm going to show is the card that I'm most disappointed showed up in what I would consider less than desirable shape. In fact, it showed up in horrible condition. The damage on this card did not show up very well on the scan on COMC, but this card must have had a rubber band around it at some point, because it's got the telltale signs. It's just got these little dings along the edge. And right here, this is just, it's lipped up like that. And there's more dings right here. And I don't know if you can see it, but there's actually a crease in it as well, right there. And so I don't know how a card in this type of condition can be in that, whatever, I guess 72 is probably the EX or something like that. I don't know that this is EX. This might be VG, in my opinion. I don't know how this could be EX, so I think that this was miscategorized. I'm kind of disappointed because this is a second-year Mean Joe Green, and he went to my alma mater, and I was super excited to get his second-year card, considering his rookie is a little bit out of my reach at the moment, but I will get it at some point. And I thought these corners were pretty nice, but what can you do? Anyway, these last two cards I picked up off of eBay, and I'm super excited about. I kind of splurged some tax return money to pick them up. And this first card is a real real nice. 1961 Topps Billy Williams rookie card. Yes, SGC 6.5. Initially, I wanted to try to get this in a 7, but it was a little bit higher than I wanted to spend. And so I found this 6.5, and I also found a super clean 5 that was a little more off-center than this one is. And I basically started negotiating on this 6.5, where if I could get it at a little lower price, that I would get this one, and if I couldn't, then I would settle for the 5 because I thought it was super clean, and I'm willing to accept centering issues where others might not. And so I negotiated with the guy, and he didn't go down to my number, but he went down close enough to where I was comfortable with this purchase. And so I decided to go ahead and do the deal. And a Billy Williams rookie card is now in my collection, and I'm super excited about it. Billy Williams and Orlando Cepeda were probably the 2 players that I had the most vintage cards of when I was a kid, and it might have been like 3 or 4, and they were in, rough shape, but because of that, Billy Williams and Orlando Cepeda sort of have sentimental value for me, and I'm super excited to add a Billy Williams rookie card to my collection, and happy I was able to find someone that was willing to work with me as far as price. And this next card is in a little bit of rough shape, but if it wasn't, I don't think I would have been able to afford it. And that's this 1953 Topps Roy Campanella. And it's got a little corner wear, and it's got a rough edge, it's got some print spots, and it's got a little bit of a bend. It's not a heavy bend, but it's there, it's noticeable. And in the right light, you can kind of see it on the back, but it's not too terribly bad. And I thought the eye appeal on this card was really nice. And I've always wanted a Roy Campanella card. I mean, this guy won 3 MVPs in a 5-year stretch. Tragically was paralyzed in a car accident coming home from work. Hit a patch of ice and slid into a pole. And I believe he broke his neck and never walked again. Eventually he was able to regain the ability to use his arms, but I mean, it was just a tragedy, absolute tragedy. This guy still was so good that, I think in a 10-year career, he was able to make the Hall of Fame. I mean, that's just absolutely amazing. And I've always been a fan of Roy Campanella and always wanted a card. And I've never owned a 1953 card either. And I'm kind of an art fan, so I like cards that are the photos are somebody's rendition of the player. And so I was super excited that the first 1953 Topps card that I've ever owned was Roy Campanella. So I can't tell you how excited I am to have this card in my hand. Anyway, thank you very much for staying with me through these 4 videos. Hope you enjoyed looking at the cards and watching the videos. I'm not sure when my next COMC order will come in. I actually have 2 of them that are in stage 3, which is, I think it's checking and packing or something like that. So they should be out the door, if not tomorrow, early next week, because I don't think they do anything over the weekends. So hopefully next weekend I have a couple other COMC orders that I'm able to share with you. But until then, thanks for sticking with me through these couple videos, and I'll talk to you again soon.